Class 9 Biology 7th chapter Respiration in Plants. Good morning, students. Dear student, in the previous class we had discussed that food is essential for entire living organism. This food undergoes oxidation to produce energy to carry out different activities. So the process of breaking down a food to release energy is called respiration. We also seen the overall chemical reaction and the different characteristics as well as different type of metabolic activities that are anabolic and catabolic activities. Today we'll start our lesson with respiration versus burning. Means how do the respiration is differ from burning as well as how respiration is similar to the burning. Students, see this chemical equation: glucose plus oxygen when react with each other it produces carbon dioxide, water and energy. This chemical equation represents both respiration as well as burning. Here, when glucose combines with oxygen, that means glucose undergo oxidation, it releases carbon dioxide, water and energy. If it is respiration, then the energy will released in chemical form known as ATP. And if we consider it as a burning, then wood may contain organic substance, example glucose. When wood combines with oxygen or when wood sufficient get sufficient oxygen, it start burning and burning release carbon dioxide, water. Here energy form will be heat and light. That's why we compare respiration with burning, because reactant are similar in both, that is respiration and burning. Not only reactant, products are also similar. That's why somehow we compare respiration with burning. But one thing, burning is a single step chemical reaction, but respiration is a series of steps, hence it is called multi-step chemical reaction. See, sometimes respiration is compared with burning, such as the burning of coal. Both liberate energy and both gives the end products carbon dioxide and water. But this comparison is only superficial. Somehow we compare. The difference between the two are as follows. Respiration is a cellular process because it takes place inside the cells of the body. It is non-cellular outside the body anywhere. Occurs at body temperature. Our body temperature is almost 37 degrees Celsius. Hence, respiration always occurs at normal body temperature. Burning occurs at high temperature. That is its ignition point. Respiration occurs in a series of chemical steps. Burning occurs in a single step. Respiration, as it occurs inside the body, occurs at normal body temperature because respiration is a biological process that is catalyzed by certain enzymes. It is carried out by heat. In sufficient temperature, the burning can be possible. Respiration is biochemical because respiration takes place in the biological body, that is living body, but it is physiochemical process. Here respiration energy liberated in chemical form called ATP. Here in burning it is liberated in the form of heat and light. In respiration no light energy is produced, but in burning light energy is produced. That's why there are a lot of difference, but still there is a similarities. There are similarities between the respiration and burning. Now come to the another topic, the entire plant respire. A plant is a living organism and all the parts of the plant respire. Every part of plant such as leaves, stem, roots and even the deepest cell placed in any region respire. Oxygen in plant is obtained from the atmosphere through three inlets. Because sometimes a teacher asks to the student in which part of the body respiration does takes place. The answer is each and every parts, each and every cells of the body. If it is in the deepest part also. Because this respiration gives energy to the cell to carry out different functions, different activities. Do not confuse with the breathing. Breathing is a physical process that occurs at the lungs level that involves the intake of oxygen and expulsion of carbon dioxide both in plants and animal. So a plant respire through three inlets means these are the sites of gaseous exchange in between the plant and the atmosphere. So stomata in the under surface of the leaf through which a plant exchange oxygen with the carbon dioxide or carbon dioxide along with oxygen. Lenticles are the permanent opening present in the woody stem of the plants. And third, general surface of the roots. So these are the three sides. Stomata on the under surface of the leaf, lenticles on the woody stem and through the general surface of the root. These are the 3 points through which a plant respire. Here respire only means a plant exchange gases with the atmosphere. So a plant respire through the general surface of the roots. See, ploughing or tilling of the soil creates tiny airspace around soil particles and provide the source of oxygen for the roots. That's why ploughing or tilling of the soil is useful to the roots as roots are facilitated with the oxygen. Waterlogged and compact soil does not have air space. Waterlogged means in some part of the soil water is stagnant there, which affects respiration of the root. During daytime, due to photosynthesis, the leaves produce oxygen, some of which is used in respiration and the rest is diffused out. The carbon dioxide produced during respiration in the leaves serve as a raw materials for photosynthesis. At night, even the leaves obtain oxygen from the atmosphere and give out carbon dioxide. This means during the night time the plant respire oxygen from the atmosphere, or a plant taking oxygen from the atmosphere, but during the daytime the source of oxygen is plant itself because oxygen is a product of photosynthesis. Clear all of you? Okay, have a good day.